Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we are going to be playing some Mech Paladin. We are going to be trying to summon more Space Marines, as you guys can see with the quest on screen. Um, yeah, don't have much else to say. So, how about we keep the first one, and let's see how it goes. Alright, guys, yeah. With that being said, I'll see y'all there. Alright. First game. Sorry about everything besides the Galvanizer. I think that should be fine. We want to find some amount of things that have starship pieces, right? It's good. We can, like, wait a turn, realistically, because we do have a lot of one-drops. Ooh, that's not bad here. Okay. Is this damage? Yeah. This is damage. This is, like, one of the better ones to hit against, aggro decks, just because, obviously, dealing damage to all enemies is pretty good. Anyways, do I have anything really to talk about today? Not really. Is there some random things I want to rant about? I don't know. It's been one of those days where work was a little rough. My head chef is apparently sick, so that's not ideal, and it also most likely means that tomorrow I need to go in early. I have to go in early today. Not really ideal, I'll be honest. Well, it's a little slower. We're playing some Raynor. So, Bubblebot is actually maybe not too bad, all things considered. By the way, I hope everybody has a beverage. I'm currently drinking myself a nice cold brewski, as I do. That was a lot used to deal with small dudes. That's a really good hit here. Ooh, that's good. This helps the achievement. Where's my hoodie? I don't know why I'm cold. Today it was 25 fucking degrees where I live. It's 25°C. I have no idea what the hell that is in Fahrenheit. But it's like last week was like 2 degrees. I think even last week it got to like -4. Which is cold, turns out. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that like minus whatever it was? I think it was, yeah, -4, something like that. And now, like, this week it's like 25. I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 30 degrees. For those who work in a kitchen, when it's 30 fucking degrees outside, I think 30 is... hold up, let me... do this. This. Let's do this, this, and this. Could have done this. I'm contemplating doing this plus this. Not bad. I missed stats, though, on this. We'll wait for next turn. I think waiting for next turn should be fine. We'll just hero power. I want this to die before I launch this. Alright, I'm gonna grab my hoodie. I'm not gonna finish what I was saying. Normally I throw my hoodie on the chair, either my chair that I normally sit in, like my office chair, or I'll throw it on the chair that I have sitting right next to my office chair. But did not do that this time, and regrets. I'm worried that maybe I die to an OTK next turn. It's possible, but I don't know if that triggers this or not, but we'll do it this way. Let's just do this. Do this, poke for some damage, and hope we're not just dead. Well, we got 2 more Space Marines. That's Marines. So that's Space Marines. Space Marines is Warhammer, not StarCraft. But yeah, when it's 30 degrees outside and you're working in a kitchen, in the kitchen, it ends up being 2 times that temperature. I'm not joking. It actually realistically ends up being like 2 times that temperature. It's right. You have ovens, you have grills, you have all these things on at all times. So turns out it ends up getting really fucking hot and uncomfortable. Do this. This. This was a really big commit, but I think it should be fine. It is a very, very big commit here. But like the bubbles makes me feel like it's a little safer. I'm a little bit worried for like a defile. Defile is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to everything, which means this survives at 2. But you need something to like pop a bubble here. And if he uses, I mean, I doubt he's playing Blood Knight, but if he is playing Blood Knight, Defile is also not good enough. In that case, it's only 3 damage. That's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, still not ideal. I thought, does this count as a minion? Because this should have cost 1, no? I only have 6 minions, unless this also counts. Unless this checks, it could just be an error in how it checks, where it checks for... Oh my god, that's so fucking good for him. That's really, really good for him, actually. This is not good for me. Let's see, and then I had to burn that. I guess I could draw Jim. Jim would not be bad just because it gets more of the achievement, but that domino effect was huge for him. I guess positioning could have been better, potentially. Could it? I don't know if positioning could have realistically been better with what he played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I launched this. It's a 4/4 6 with a little bit of power. This is also minions. I definitely thought this was mech, but oh, I should have traded this in first. We push some amount of damage. It's 10, which is not really great, but it is what it is. We're actually in a decent position. Jim is not lethal because I don't have any charge. Yeah. Yo, it's so weird. Now, like, the hoodie I have on is, like, very, very thin, but now I'm, like, too hot. It's like, I can't choose. It's either too hot or too cold. That's not what I wanted to see. Jim? It's almost Jim Reynolds. Battle cruiser operational. About to have big taunty boys, which I'm a little bit worried about, but I've launched 3 now, so if he does wipe my board, and I will be able to trade in to wipe my board, this should be full. Yes, there's this. So one less Space Marine. Right now it's probably gonna be poke. I poke this. There's 2 less Space Marines. This is really bad for me. What a thunk it. That when the control deck actually gets to late game, it ends up being really good for the control deck. Battle Cruiser operational. Oh, I forgot this buffs your max. Or is it your Terrans? Okay. We can trade this in, launch this, do this, get even more Space Marines. I think, like, this game I'm pretty sure I've lost. He's gotten a little too far ahead. That's really bad. Because these guys survived. These are some 2 big dudes. What is this? Random effects. Just continue summon Space Marines. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit too far behind to actually come back into this game, right? Because it's poke. Take 12, I'm at 12. Oh well. We summon a bunch of dudes, which is good. They got 1 more. Not bad. It shouldn't be that hard of a play for him, unless he potentially has lethal. But it should just probably be poke. Trade these in, because he's getting 2 more 3/4s next turn. I can't use this, and, like, I can kill one of these. Yeah. At least that's what I would do. Just poke. Poke for 12. I don't think you bother. I guess you could do it that way. Huh. Did not expect to see that card in his deck. I don't agree with trading. I don't think trading here is correct. The fuck did he discover? It's a 7/7 in his deck. Let's poke in here. Or we're just dead on board, right? Poke 10, 19, yeah, we're Exaxes. Well, a little bit over Exaxes. We're at technically 17 because we take 1 fatigue. Oh well. It is what it is. Anyways, with that being said, let's skip the next one. Alright. I like this hand. This hand looks playable. Oh, I guess I could talk about something else that happened at work today. I burnt the fuck out of my palm. That really sucked. I burnt it in a super dumb way that I thought was hilarious. My coworker was like, "Yo, you're just fucking with," like, it was bad. But I for those who don't know, a very big Canadian dish, especially in the eastern side of Canada, western side of Canada, eastern side of Canada. Look, I'm dumb, okay? Yeah, on the eastern coast, one of like the very big popular dishes is a dish called poutine. If you say it with an English accent, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Anybody who says that it's pronounced poutine is wrong and makes me upset. Look, it may or may not be my single favorite dish on the planet, so yeah. Um, let's just go for a greedy-ish play here. This is gonna go in there, but he needs to use both of these to kill this is like the big thing here, and then hopefully we draw like a radar detector or something. But yeah, poutine is a very, very popular, I guess it's mostly Quebec, but it is probably the most popular Quebec dish out there. My favorite dish of all times. I probably have one a week. Like it's simple. It's a good gravy. It needs to have a good gravy. You can't use a shit gravy. It makes it unpalatable, in my opinion. Let's put this here. Trade you there. Let's do that. This, I guess. So yeah, it's a good gravy, fries, and cheese curds. You have the gravy hot because you don't want to have cold gravy. You want it to kind of melt the cheese curds a little bit, like stretchy, but also you don't want to melt it too much where it becomes all congealed mess. That's not pleasant for anybody, really. Whenever you end up ordering them in, like if you order one like on Uber Eats or whatever, they typically come out like that, and it sucks, but what can you do? Sure. So yeah, it's that, and again, you need to have real cheese curds. You can't do, like, the couple times I've seen one or I've had one down in the States or even in other parts of Canada, they use like, they don't use cheese curds, they use like mozzarella. It's not the same. You need the cheese curds, man. It's what makes the dish the dish. It's also delicious. To be fair, I will go every time I basically go to the grocery store at this point, and this might sound bad, but every single time I go to the grocery store, without fail, I'll typically pick up a bag of cheese curds and I'm gonna eat it in the car on the way home. They're so good. They are so good. Real Quebec cheese curds. Whew, very little beats it. You bite into it, it's a little squeaky on your in your teeth. It's delicious. So I was making one of those because where I work, we sell them, obviously. Basically, anywhere you go in fucking Quebec has a poutine on the menu. So yeah, I was making that, and I went to go pour the gravy over the fries and cheese curds, and fucked up. Believe it or not, fucked up a little bit, and I poured the boiling hot gravy right into my palm. Whew. That made the rest of the night interesting, I tell you what. But no, it's so good. Now I want to poutine. And to be fair, I'll be honest, most places poutines are trash. They fail at making the gravy, which makes their poutine trash. That's when I said you need a good gravy. Because a lot of the flavor you have comes from the gravy in the dish. And it's very important to have a good one. And most places don't know how to make it properly. It's very annoying. Trust me. Ugh. But yeah, so I now have a fucking burn on like them right underneath my pinky, like that little fucking lump. Well, I shouldn't say lump, but like the fattier part of your palm there, right underneath your pinky on my left hand, is like burnt, and it's not pleasant. Believe it or not, it fucking sucks. This lethal? Almost. He's got one. Damn it! But yeah. Oh, I do really want to put some now. I really want one. It's like, do I have the stuff to go make it? And then also, like, everyone's asleep, so I realistically can't go make one. But what I wouldn't give to have a nice fucking pizza right now. A real fatty one. One that makes you feel obese as you're eating it. Those are the best ones. JJ. All right. Pretty good win. Anyways, with that being said, let's keep the next one. All right. Sorry. Keep this. I don't think I can keep Jim. I don't think it works out if I do keep him. Let's do this. Let's start with this. Clicked entering, but okay. Oh, are we playing Porcupine? Because I think that'd be sick. We're playing Porcupine. We're a little screwed, I won't lie. That deck is very strong right now. Well, I shouldn't say very strong, but if you're playing other off-meta decks, it is very good against them, because you have, like, a very consistent clock, I guess. Okay, well. Jim is not exactly the card I wanted to see. I think we are actually playing Porcupine. Let's do this. And I think we have to try and go as fast as humanly possible. So, okay, let's try this. He has yet to press hero power, which is good for us also. Okay. Battle Cruiser operational. Okay, let's. I want to save that for next turn in case this doesn't die. Do this plus this on it. That's really good. Very, very good. Well, looks like it died. Feels bad. Don't quite have enough mana to just launch this for the sake of launching it. This can go here, though. Doesn't use hero power again, which is a little scary. Yeah, let's just launch it. Gain 2 random bonus effects. If I have to, I trade in there. That's fine, actually. I want to keep as many dudes alive as possible here. So, let's do this. We're keeping a fair amount of dudes alive. So this way, this is even more taunt. This is real bad for us, actually. Like, a real fucking bad. This is real good now. Okay. We definitely want to play this here. Let's do this. Into this. Yeah, let's save this for next turn because we could potentially play both of these and this should just be, like, pretty lethal. Never mind. God, I can't keep anything alive now. That's a really good draw. I might have tried to get a little bit too much value. Okay. Now we're back to having a couple dudes on the board, and I don't think I necessarily have to go for an OTK here, but I just think it's gonna help a lot. It's probably Jim next turn if I had to make a guess. You get a 2-1 with a random bonus effect, which is not great. Yeah, or I have to kill him here. Is this lethal? Or he's at 16. Yeah, okay, it is. That is so much damage. Holy shit. The interaction between this and magnetic things is insane. I noticed it worked that way, like, what is it, like 1 or 2 games ago? And now it just clicked in my head again, like, man, that is kind of insane. Anyways, with that being said, let's queue up the next one. Alright, final game. Playing as a priest. Am I playing too greedy with this card? It might be. Not 100% sure. Hopefully he has a slow-ish start. Because if he has an insane turn 1, this hand might be a little too slow. This turn 1 is a little slower. And I guess it depends what we hit off Radar Detector, right? We can hit insane shit off Radar Detector. Yeah, it'd be nice if he actually picked something. Okay. Well, it could be one of a million different decks now, but if he doesn't do anything on 1, we're super safe doing this. But I'm also, again, I have to be worried about removal as well. He also has the Mind Seer. Are you serious? Galvanizer's huge here. Actually huge. Was I gonna do this, into this for 0, into this, into this, into this. If I can actually do it in this order. Just full commit here. What's the worst that can happen? We lose the game? I should have played those in the opposite order. Whoops. These cost both too. Depending on what I draw, it would affect it, right? It's most likely this next turn. We just have a huge board of taunts. And he has to, like... Looking at my board versus his right now, he has to trade this off, I think. Because, if not, this is 3, 6... This is a board wipe for 3. Or are you just planning on burning me out? I'm trying to burn me out. It might work out. Maybe we play the game called Fuck Around and Find Out. You can't play another Shadow Bomber, so if his plan is Mind Blast Shadow Bomber, he's dead. Mind Blast... No, Mind Blast Hero Power kills me. He needs to have exactly the second Mind Blast to kill me here. I think. Mana-wise, I think it's the only option. Do we get there? Taking my 7-9. I still have a huge board of Taunt and Divine Shields, which is really good. Oh, we got there. We out-aggroed the aggro priest. And we got to summon some amount of Marines, which is pretty nice. Alright, I'll take it. I ended up going positive. I didn't think we were going to go positive with Mech Paladin, but turns out we did. It's always nice. Apparently we completed a whole bunch of things. I'm curious to see... Where's Paladin? Oh, we're almost at the first part, which means only, like, 4 more videos to go and we'll have it completed. If not more. Anyways, we'll crack 1 pack, because I believe the mini set comes out tomorrow? So, we're gonna crack 1 more pack. Well, we are still cracking packs. Maybe we end on a legendary, that'd be pretty dope. Well. Ooh, golden rare. No legendary. But we're getting closer, right? We're 4 legendaries away now, right? That's what we said last time. Pretty good. Anyways. As for Mech Paladin. Is this deck good? Not really. Is the deck fun and cool and different? Yeah. I wouldn't say it's, like, insanely broken, like, oh, it's gonna be a super easy way to hit Legend, but I definitely think you could hit Legend with this deck. Probably have to just play a couple more games than you would with something like Aggro Priest. Like, I'd say you should be able to hit, like, Legend in, like, 50, 60 games with Aggro Priest if you're starting from, like, base with some amount of bonus stars. Paladin, on the other hand, I think it's going to be a little bit harder, maybe closer to the 100 game range. Which is like 3 games a day, which is still a lot. It's like, no, 4 games a day, roughly. Almost. Less than 4 games a day, but 3.3 games a day. Something like that. Yeah. Recommend trying it out. If you guys have the cards, give it a try. Tell me what you guys think. I think the deck is decent. Probably look at low tier, high tier 3 deck. Maybe a low tier 2. Because it's an aggro deck, right? So it's very hard to judge it. Because if you're comparing it to other aggro decks, it's bad. But if you're comparing it to, like, the average strength of decks, I think it's, like, mid. So that's what I said, like, high tier 3, low tier 2. Maybe even low tier 3. I don't really know what's currently in tier 2. But, like, tier 1 would be, like, Aggro Priest, Imbue Mage. All the other Paladin decks. Uther OTK, Libram. I think Call to Arms is like the other weak paladin deck, and I'd probably put that one in tier 2, the other one's in tier 1. Tier 2 is probably all the other like decent decks, your Seed Lock and things like that. I like it, give it a shot. Anyways, with all that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Alright guys, yeah. Peace.